Hey, what's up guys? This is Chris and I'm back again with another video. How is my Kodi posse tonight? Hope everybody's doing alright. This is going to be another great build review, guys. This is just not any build. This is the top trending build this week. Yes, #1 build. And it is there for a reason. You will see it in just a second. I'm going to show you guys how to download it, install it first. Then we're going to do a quick review on it. But before we begin, as always, I want to give a quick shout out to everybody that is a part of the team, the Kodi Posse. If you're not a part of the Kodi Posse and you have not subscribed, click on that link below and hit subscribe. And while you're at it, go ahead and click that bell. That way you guys will be notified of any new videos that I come out with. I'm trying to do a quicker turnaround on all these videos. I know I've kind of got sidetracked there for a while and was doing probably about one every week, but now, like I said, I'm trying to produce them about one every about 3 to 5 days. So don't miss out on an opportunity to become a Kodi Posse member. There's a lot of reasons why. First of all, obviously we do great build reviews. I try to do very thorough build reviews because I want you guys to see ahead of time what the build looks like, and that way you guys have a better informed decision on whether you want to download it or not. I also do streaming device reviews and turn around and give those away. I have not done that yet in a while. So we're going to be doing probably a giveaway here very soon. And usually I'll turn around and give the streaming devices that I do reviews on, I'll actually give those out in a contest. So once again, don't forget to click the link below, become a member of this Kodi Posse. It is a great team. I've got a lot of great members. So again, thanks to all that have subscribed and been a part of the team since the beginning. You guys rock, you really do. If you guys want to support me, keep me going, please keep clicking those thumbs up and also making sure that you're sharing the video. Let everybody know about me, let everybody know about this channel and how well informed you guys can be from me, because that's really what it comes down to. I love helping you guys out. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, guys. As always, we're going to start out with a fresh Kodi 17.6. Gosh, we've been on 17.6 in a while. For a while, it was changing quite a bit. But anyway, we're going to go up to the little gearbox there. Go ahead and click enter. We're going to go to System Settings. We're going to scroll down to Add-Ons, click to the right. Then we're going to go down to Unknown Sources. Go ahead and click enter. Your little warning box is going to pop up there. You have to hit yes, guys, or you will not be able to download anything to Kodi because it won't recognize any sources. So once you've done that, go ahead and hit backspace and go ahead and select File Manager. In the File Manager menu here, we're going to go down and add source, and then we're going to click enter. And you have to type this URL source in just like I have it, okay? It always starts out with http:// Now, this is a long one, guys, and I do not have my keyboard, so I apologize ahead of time, but it's going to be archive.org, O-R-G. Once again, because it's so lengthy, make sure you have it spelled out correctly. All right, so as you can see, I don't know what happened there, but let's go ahead and delete this here real quick. I think I got a little trigger happy there. So archive.org, O-R-G, and then /download. /plugin. .program. This is so much easier if you actually have a keyboard, guys, which I do. I have a wireless keyboard, but I just did not get it out. And then .luxury wizard. this is by far the longest one I've ever done. So once again, it's archive.org/download/plugin.program.luxurywizard. I'll give you guys a couple more seconds here to actually make sure that everything's correct. And once you feel confident that it is, go ahead and click OK. And then we're going to go ahead and click enter here, and we're going to erase this. And then we're just going to type in luxury. I'm giving you guys finger workouts tonight. Good exercise for the fingers. All right, so once you've named it, go ahead and hit OK. Now, you don't have to name it luxury. You can name it whatever you want. I'm just going with what the build is there because it is the luxury wizard. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. And as you can see, our source is in there. Now, if you had an issue or if it wasn't typed in correctly, it wouldn't even let you get to this screen. It would tell you that it is incorrect. So from here, we want to go ahead and hit backspace twice. We're going to go down to add-ons. Go ahead and click enter. We're going to go up to the install box. But before we do that, if you see this here, that means something did not get downloaded. So we're going to go ahead and click enter. And then it says here fanart.tv scraper library. We're going to go ahead and click that and then just hit update. Go ahead and select the one you want. And as you can see, it says add-on updated. Now you can go ahead and hit backspace. Now you can go up to the little install box, go ahead and click enter. And then hit install from zip file. Go down to luxury, go ahead and select that since that's what we named it. And then just follow the steps along here. Okay, now what we're looking for, if you're new to this whole game, and this is the first time kind of downloading anything to Kodi, you're looking for a little icon that will pop up in the right hand corner of the screen. It's usually just a little bit left of the time. Now you can also go ahead and select my add-ons and hit backspace, and you'll see it says currently downloading add-ons. Normally, if you go through the process and you don't see that, either one of two things has happened. One, it's already downloaded, or two, you didn't hit something right where it is actually showing that it's downloaded. So if you're concerned, that's the best way to do it. Just go to my add-ons, hit backspace, and you'll see that currently downloading add-ons. Now what will happen is, usually once that icon pops up and you get the picture and it says add-on installed, this will actually disappear. So you'll know then that it has actually been downloaded. So this is always a good time if you think it's going to take a while. There you go, Luxury Wizard add-on installed. If you think it's going to take a while and you want to go to get you something to drink or take a smoke break, whatever the case is, you could leave and then you can come back and this is going to pop up for you and you'll know that it has actually been downloaded. All right, now this box pops up from the Luxury Wizard. If you have Real Debrid like I do, you can click on that. If you want to save anything from the previous build that you had, you can do that. Or if you have tracked account, you can do that. Any of these items you can too. If you have your particular profile set or sources set and you don't want to have to type those back in, or advanced settings, favorites, super favorites, or repositories, whitelist, anything like that, you can obviously click on that. Okay. But the only three that I'm really concerned with is clear cache on startup, clear packages on startup, and clear old thumbnails on startup. Now these are very important because this is what kind of cleans your build. So every time you power off of your build and then you log back in, it automatically does this and it kind of gets that dead chaff out of there. Okay, if you're not really familiar with that, that is weeds, bad weeds. So it'll get that out of there and it'll make your build run a little bit smoother. It's kind of similar to clearing your cookies on your phone. You know, all that junk that you get on there extra, the pop-ups, if you allow pop-ups or anything like that, it's going to get rid of that, okay? It's going to make your system run a little smoother, all right? Kind of a tune-up for an engine, I guess you could say. Enough analogies, enough analogies. So once you've done that, go ahead and click Continue. And then the next thing that pops up is the second part of the wizard build. You get two options. If you want to succeed in moving on, you have to hit Build menu, unless you want to hit Ignore, and you just have to go back out to the main screen. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and hit Build menu. Okay. Now we can actually hit backspace here and then hit ignore. All right. And this gives you your two options here, your Kodi World and your Kodi World 2. All right. So we're going to select one. Okay, and we're going to scroll all the way down to standard install. Now, I know it's a little tricky because you would think it'd be fresh install since we are actually downloading a fresh build or new build. But what they mean by this is fresh install is if you already have a build listed on there or already on there and you want to do a fresh restart. That's why it would be called a fresh install. If you do a standard install, that just means you've already got your Kodi cleared, it's clean, and you just basically need to do a regular download. Okay, so we want to go ahead and click enter there. Okay, it says, would you like to download and install? Of course, yes. All right, we're going to let it do its thing. As you can see, it's actually only 191 megabytes. All right, so what I'm thinking right off the bat, with 191 megabytes, that tells me that all devices should be able to handle this build perfectly, okay? Shouldn't have any issues whatsoever. Looks like the build is running slower than normal. So it'll take a little bit of time to actually download this. Obviously, if you're watching this on the rebound because you're not watching us live, I would go ahead and fast forward this. That way, you're not having to waste your time sitting there listening to me mumble on and on and on, which I tend to do a lot. A lot of people have complained about me being a talker. And if you watch all my videos from start to finish, God help you because I do talk a lot. Yes, that is correct. But one thing that I want to reiterate, guys, is please, if you want to become a member of the Kodi Posse, please click on the link below and hit subscribe. I mentioned contest giveaways earlier. The only way that you can actually win those contest giveaways, and we've had 2 or 3 lucky winners, the only way that you can actually win it is being a member of the Kodi Posse team. Um, Here, probably within the next few months to a year, I'm going to start developing merchandise for you guys. So if you guys want in on that, once I get the t-shirts made and things like that, um, you know, it's going to be a pretty cool shirt. I've gotten some ideas in my mind because my icon for YouTube is actually my name and fire. So this is kind of going to go ahead and kind of fit the bill of fire and having Kodi Posse on there. So I think it's going to look really really cool. Like I said, I've got a lot of great ideas for this channel, and I want it to continue to grow. I love having every one of you guys email me, text me, through Facebook Messenger. You guys, don't be afraid to actually reach out and touch, because I love the interaction. I love talking to you guys. I love getting to know you guys. Like I said, there's obviously Facebook Messenger. Always leave my email down at the bottom of the description box so you guys can personally email me. And most of you guys that have already emailed me or have commented, that's the third option. You guys know I'll try to get back with you guys as soon as I quickly can. Like I said, I'll try to answer all the questions, try to be as interactive as I can with each and every one of you guys, because I really, really appreciate the support. I really do. Like I said, I started out doing this just because I was kind of in the same boat a lot of you were. I ended up getting a Fire Stick, and fortunately, my brother I ended up jailbreaking it for me and put a build on there. When I got it, I mean, I was kind of learning everything myself. Really had no clue about anything. I had to ask him a couple times, and then basically what ended up happening was the build went down. It didn't update like it was supposed to. And from there, I ended up watching a lot of videos, getting acquainted with a lot of uh, things Kodi related. And it was at that point that I decided to start this channel and really, really start helping others out. And I felt like this would be a great medium to do that. So here we are, guys. We're almost up to, gosh, I think 22,000 now. 22, I think it's 22,000 subscribers. So again, I thank you guys. Thank you guys for all the support and love. Like I said, I love each and every one of you guys. I love talking to you guys. There's been a lot of people that have been with me from the beginning that we've kind of become friends over the internet this way, and it's actually an awesome way to communicate with others. But don't be afraid to actually, like I said, get in touch with me. If you have any questions whatsoever, that's what I'm here for. All right, guys, it is at 107 megabytes. We're slowly getting there. A couple other things I want to talk to you about. One, I think it's almost become a must for you guys to get Real Debrid. I'll just be honest with you. I spent under $20 for 6 months of service, and I'm telling you what, guys, you will just blow your mind with the kind of better service, better viewing that you get with that Real Debrid account. Buffering is a lot of issues for a lot of you guys. I have megabyte internet speeds up to like basically almost 200. I've got the top of the line internet that you can actually get, and I still have buffering issues. With more and more people getting more and more involved in streaming device industry and getting these streaming devices, the Fire Sticks and the Fire TVs and Apple TVs and whatever other ones there are, you're going to notice that more and more people are going to want to try the free service. They're going to try to get rid of the service provider that they have. And it is really, really important to note that the more people that actually go that route, the more servers are going to be bogged down. So you can add 1, 2, 3 servers, but you're going to get a very bogged down server, and you're going to experience more times of buffering. And it doesn't matter how quick your internet is. It doesn't matter whether you go ahead and stick the Ethernet cord in via your router instead of actually just doing it wirelessly. So that's why I went ahead and did the Real Debrid, because I figured, first of all, I'd try something out, because I would never honestly tell you guys to try something unless I really truly believed in it. Because to me, I'm not promoting anything, I'm not selling anything. I talk to a lot of members from uh, these builds, the guys that create them, and these guys, are out there to help you guys out as well and to give you the better chance of free service and things like that. So, I talk to a lot of them, but I don't work with any of them. Maybe one day down the road I can partner up with a team or two or something like that. But you know, honestly, like I said, it's important to know that if you do have a Real Debrid account, or any kind of other account that has uh, a server basically dedicated just to subscribers, trust me, your viewing experience will be a whole heck of a lot better. It just will, and then it truly has worked for me. Now, the only thing wrong with Real Debrid is it's basically just movies and shows, your TV shows. You really don't have that live TV section. But like I've mentioned in the past, TNT Hosting and Doomsday Team has that. They have that ability to give you a great service at a low price, and it's a lot cheaper than your service provider, like the major companies out there that are overcharging you. So just kind of keep that in mind, guys. I know I'm rambling right now just because I'm trying to fill time here until this thing downloads, but we are on the second leg of the download process, which is very good. Now, if you have any questions, or if you have any comments or anything, like I said, there's 3 ways that you can get in touch with me. Through the general comment box. You can add me on Facebook. If you do that, guys, please, please let me know who you are, because I don't just add anybody. But if I know that you guys are subscribers, I will most likely add you without any hesitation, because that's another communication medium for both of us. And so you can obviously ask me questions through there. I've had a lot of people have added me through there and have asked me questions through that that social media. So that's an option. And then the last option, as always, is the personal email. I always leave that down at the very bottom of the description box. Okay. All right, we're almost getting there, guys. Almost. Now, the great thing about this build, with it being 191 megabytes, you actually have a lot of room for adding stuff. Okay, so there's some really good things that you can add out there. Wraith is awesome. It's like the extended info mod, but it just makes your build a lot better. You can add adult channels if you want. If these builds don't have adult channels, there's always all kinds of add-ons for adult section add-ons. So don't think that you can't add. You can build to this. You can make this build your own. Okay. All right. So now we're done. The luxury wizard is asking us, do you want force close? We're going to go ahead and hit yes. And that takes you back out to your native launcher, or maybe within a certain step of your native launcher. So we're going to go back into Kodi. And once again, this is the #1 trending build this week. Okay, like always, I've said number of times, you don't really want to maneuver through the build yet. You want to make sure that all the skin shortcuts are downloaded, the build menu is downloaded, and the clear cache on all that stuff, clear packages is all taken care of. Okay. You can see that at the bottom there, your add-ons are getting updated. Down to the bottom left, you've got your power button, and you've got a section for your favorites. So if you save anything to your favorites, or if you want to exit out of the build, you can do so through that area there. I always recommend, for the first time, at least the first time, if you go ahead and download this build, or whatever build you download, basically make sure that you power off the regular way. Okay, if you power off the regular way, when you go back in and start up, all that stuff that you've added from the beginning, all the skin shortcut downloads and all that stuff will save, and that'll make it a lot easier process. Okay, as you can see, we're clearing the thumbnails, clearing packages, clearing cache, and here we go. I love this build, guys. It really is very simplistic, but the artwork and the widgets and the way that everything flows is just a really great build, and you'll see more in depth here in just a second. So we're going to take a look at the menus. Obviously, we've got movies, we've got TV shows, we've got your kids section, sports, live TV programs, settings, you got apps, add-ons, and then we're back to movies. Obviously, you can scroll up and you can access any of these movies via the widgets. If you scroll down and click on movies, it's going to take you into a menu here. You got new releases, pick movie by theme, genres, release year, Maverick movie section, Turks movie section, Mystique movie section. So it just gets you into like each add-ons movie section there. So you can click any of that, or you can search a movie if you want, either or. So a lot of great stuff there. Scroll down even further, you have a sub menu. So here we got movie box sets, Eli movies, you got Titus movie section, comedy. Here you go. If you have a Real Debrid account, all you'd have to do is click on that. And once again, you've got all of the add-ons that support Real Debrid right here. Now, when I did this earlier, I usually use this one here, movies with HD audio, or I think the At the Flicks Real Debrid movies, and they were both really, really good. I mean, it worked out perfectly. And then you got more power. All right, and if you have a Real Debrid account, I'll show you where to add all that stuff here in just a second. But as you can see, you got comedy, you got the Titus movie section, and you've got movie box sets, 4K movies. So if you have a TV like I do that supports 4K, you know, with Real Debrid, I wouldn't recommend doing the 4K without, because you will get a lot of buffering right off the bat. But with the Real Debrid account, you can watch 4K 1080p movies and have a very steady frame rate, not hardly any buffering. In fact, I think usually if I do getting buffering, it's usually from the beginning, and I just back out, select another source, and typically I can find one that I have no buffering issues whatsoever. So here you got your top movie scrapers, 24/7 movies, and horror movies, HD movies, and there you go, guys. And then once again, scroll down even further, you got your power button and your favorites. Now I want to show you something. Let's go in. Let's go back and click on. Oh, actually, we gotta go back up. Let's go ahead and click on movies. And let's go into. Let's go into Maverick's movie section. Okay, and let's go into Real Debrid full HD movies. I mean, I'm just picking one right off the bat. And we're going to give it a minute to load here. Okay. Let's go ahead and pick just the first one, Star Wars Last Jedi. Okay, so I was thinking it still let me do it, but it's not going to let me do it without the Real Debrid login. So I'll show you guys something here in just a little bit. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to show you guys the difference between the Real Debrid sources and say here, let's just do this. We'll go into Molly's game. Trying to give you guys the option of showing you how many Real Debrid sources you get that's better quality versus just your regular free download. So we'll go into Molly's game here and see if it actually loads the sources. Hopefully it's not set to autoplay. Okay, there you go. So as you can see, it just says 4K, 1080p, 720, SD, total 5 remaining providers, so on and so forth, okay? And that is brought to you from Incursion. All right, so there you go. You got a few more that's popping in there. All right, so you kind of see that. Keep that visualized there, okay? All right, now I'm going to skip around and then we'll go back to TV shows and we'll finish on what I normally do. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go into Settings. Okay, then you're going to go to Add-ons. Oh, not the right one. I'm sorry, guys. Go into System, and then down to Add-ons. Click to the right, and then you're going to click Manage Dependencies. Alright, we're going to find the URL resolver, and then there's one more. It's the resolve URL. So what you want to do, if you decide to get the Real Debrid account, this is how you're going to interact it with the build itself. So you're going to long press the select button, go into Information, then you're going to go into Configure, and then you're going to go to Universal Resolvers. And as you can see, you got all Debrid, Real Debrid Link FR, Mega Debrid, Premium ME, and there's your Real Debrid, guys. Okay, so I always set the priority to 90. Don't ask me why. I guess that's maybe the way that I was trained to do it. And go ahead and enter. And then you scroll down and you hit Reauthorize My Account. Now, once you have full access to Real Debrid, just hit that, enter. Okay, and it's going to pop up. Go to URL https://real-debrid.com/device. Now to get the service, you just take that device off there and just do realdebrid.com. But when you do that, you can do this via your phone. You just go into the internet and you type in that address. I've already got it saved on mine, and I want to show you how this interacts. So we're going to type in QQ BJ. It doesn't have to be capitalized or anything that I found. And then QZQ, and then hit continue on your phone and watch what it does. Alright, it says resolve, Real Debrid resolver authorized. Okay, so we've got that. Now we're going to go down and do the same thing for the universal resolver or URL resolver. So once again, long press the select button, hit information, configure, go to universal resolvers, go down until you see Real Debrid. Okay, so we've already set it to 90, and we're going to hit reauthorize my account again. Remember, go to the website that it was at. It tells you right there. And then we're just going to type in this code. And then hit continue. And that is it, guys. That's all you need to do. Usually those two resolvers is all you need. Okay. Now we're just going to go back out. Now we're going to go back to movies. And let's see if we can go ahead and hit. Well, let's wait. I think we have incursion here. Let's just do one of these here. We'll go into Den of Thieves. Alright, now look. You have Premium, which is your Real Debrid accounts, and you have Normal. So before you weren't given that option. Excuse me, guys, about ready to lose my voice here. But now look at the quality of sources that you have for your Real Debrid versus what you would have on your Normal. Alright, so let's go ahead and hit cancel. And then you have all of these options here for your Real Debrid viewing. Okay, I have come to like the one that says Nitro Flare. It seems like that one is the one that most likely will do the best for me. Although I selected something else, I guess. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys how well this works. You get top quality picture right off the bat, 1080p. Okay, this is awesome. Not any buffering at all, and usually you can watch a whole movie without buffering. That doesn't happen very often unless it's very early in the morning or very late at night. If you just have the free service without the Real Debrid, chances are you're going to get buffering at some point throughout the whole movie. But that's it, guys. I mean, it's super simple. Under $20 for 6 months of service, under 40 for a whole year. That's amazing to be able to watch that, and it also works, like I said, for the TV shows as well. Same thing. We can scroll through, and we're given the top trending TV shows out right now. As you scroll down, you can click on TV shows, and it does the same thing. It's going to give you the menu board here. So you have networks too, reality TV, comedy TV, all this. Genres, popular shows, you can search. Okay, scroll on down, you've got TV scrapers, Eli TV shows, Titus TV section, 24/7 TV shows, Maverick TV box sets, networks, and we're back to there. Okay, so it's just easy, it flows really well together. Next up is kids, same thing. You can scroll down, you've got kids movies, Toontown, you can search for kid movies, you got Disney, Kids Choice, Kids Hub, Kids Networks, Kids Central, kids movies, a lot of great stuff for your kids. If you scroll up, you've got all of the Disney movies, it looks like. So that's cool. I love that because all the Disney movies are right there. You can actually look through those. I believe those are all Disney movies. Maybe not all Disney. But there you go, guys. I mean, it's that simple. It works wonderful. You've got sports. You can scroll down. You've got live sports channels, dog sports, Sports Devil, Rising Tide, Maverick, Live Sports, The Loop. Hey, there you go. Chronos Live Sports, UFC, MMA. You guys know I'm a big MMA fan. NHL Zone, Pure Sports, Classic Sports, and all these great things. Just a lot of great options there for you guys. You can click on sports. There you go. You got Sub-Zero Sports, Sports Channels, Sports Arena, live games and channels. We'll go into that. Alright, here you go. You got sports highlights. You got some different things here. Click to download a stream for PC users or Android users, live sports on a stream channel. If you guys are big sports fans, there's a lot of APK files that are actually really good for that. Here's schedule and links to Live Sports 1. Let's go into that. That's through UK Turks. I always watch through Mobdro. Mobdro has been a very, very good APK file for me. Just to be honest with you, I have very little issues with that. BT Sports 2 is there. That's where you get your UFC fights. Here of late, I've actually been watching it through TNT Hosting for $5 for the whole month. You get the IPTV service that's really, really good. But here you go, guys. You got all kinds of different sports menus here. You got sports news, BT Sport 1, 2. Let's go ahead and click on that and see if it pulls up. Like I said, a lot of times now you are given links here, which is good. So if the first link doesn't work, we move on to the next one. If that doesn't work, you move on to the next one until you find one that works. Like I said, BT Sports 2 is where you're going to find your MMA pay-per-view events. It comes out of England, I believe, or the UK. Now, more so than ever, the biggest problem that you have with any kind of live TV is the amount of people on a server is just going to just make it horrendous for you to be able to try to watch much. There you go. This looks like it might be loading. So for you guys that are looking for sports channels, here you go, guys. You don't necessarily have to have Sports Devil or anything like that. You've got this, and it has a ton of stuff there for you guys. That's just enough. I don't want to show you guys every single thing. It'd take forever. But this is the rest of your sports menu here. There's live pay-per-view events, so when pay-per-view fights are on, there you go, guys. Next up is live TV. You scroll down, you got Kronos, Maverick IPTV, Cephalus Light. There's your USA channels. You got UK and USA channels. There you go, guys. You got some basically just about any and every, it looks like it's alphabetized, any and every channel that you ever wanted. Live TV. There you go, guys. As long as it's working, should be good to go. And you got all these options as well, which is really, really nice. Okay. Also, too, you once again, Mobdro is great for that live TV. You pretty much can get just about anything on that live TV wise, and it'll work just fine as well. So if this doesn't work, you can always go that route. All right, next up is programs. This is where all of your either video programs are, or your, well, this is just your program add-ons. Your video add-ons will probably be in there as well, but that's a list of all of your program add-ons. You can scroll down, you got Build Updater there, which is really cool. All right, next up is Settings. If you scroll down there, you got your system information, profiles, you got your file manager. So if you guys want to add something to this build and you got the URL source, all you have to do is click on that. There you go, you can add your source right there. You got cleaning tools. Here you can connect your Real Debrid account, which is awesome. Okay, next up is apps. There's your APK installer, which is really nice. Let's go ahead and see what that has on it. A lot of these builds come with APK installer, so if you guys are looking for a quick way to actually add more APK files to your native launcher, this is where to do it a lot of times. So as you can see, you've got a lot of great quick links to the APK file instead of having to go in, and there's Mobdro, guys, so right there, check it out. But this is a quick link to all these APK files instead of having to go into Chrome and trying to actually find it and then download it. It's all right here, guys. I mean, this gives you, look at that, Vader Streams. That's another really, really good IPTV service. It's a little bit more expensive. I think it's like 160 for a year or something like that. But even then, I pay 170 for 1 month. So that's just a lot of great APK file choices for you guys there. Instead of having to go track them down. Here's your add-ons. So you've got your Mavic TV, Titus. These are all of the add-ons that you have within. And as you can see, it's got a lot of great add-ons. And you click enter, and it gives you kind of a wall list of them. And we're back to movies. So this build is really, really good. Like I said, it gives you just about everything that you could possibly need or want. It is low as far as the amount of megabytes memory-wise. So, I mean, you really, 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 oh, and by the way, add-ons, if you go into System, you can actually access your add-ons here. If you hit backspace, that takes you to install from zip and install from repository. So once again, let me show you that just to make sure you're aware. So once you do your file manager add-on for the source, click on settings. You can go into add-ons. Okay, and then hit backspace and it'll take you to the screen here. One other thing that I want to show you guys real quick, we're going to go back to movies. Trying to get it to switch over. There you go. So let's say we want to add any of these to favorites or anything like that. So if you long press the select button, it gives you information, mark as watched, or you can play it there. If you go into information, there's some extra stuff that maybe a lot of people don't necessarily know. All right, there's extended info. If you go into that, you must download the add-on. If you want to do that, you know, it gives you a better viewing experience all about. But this lets you know just about everything about the movie, the runtime, the rating, and all that stuff. So I'd like to show you guys that extra stuff. If you go into Eli Movies, let's just go into one here. And there you go. There's your extended info mod. So let's say we want to go into Star Wars. What that's going to do is that's going to bring another screen. If you guys haven't seen this, this is awesome. So I would hate to not be able to show you this. But once again, it gives you the runtime, the votes, the budget, the revenue. It tells you what it's about. You can play it directly from these typically add-ons. You can add it to your library there. You can hit play and it's going to bring up direct links. You can choose whichever direct links you want. You can go into settings, do just about anything. The one below this is the movies that are affiliated with that particular movie. So as you can see, it's Star Wars is a series, as we know, but this gives you every single movie that's in that. You scroll on down, you got movies that are similar to it, based on what the TMDB or the movie database is kind of thinking that it's close to. So obviously Rogue One, which is kind of the side movie of the shows, is part of that, and you know, Star Trek and things like that are going to kind of be similar to that. So that's great. That, like I said, you know, if you like Star Wars, you like the series, then you can move on to some of these things that you might like as well. But if you scroll on even down further, you've got related movie list. You got the official videos. You got YouTube videos. You got the cast. So if you want to find out what other movies or TV shows that Daisy Ridley or John Boyega has been in, you can click on that. Or Adam Driver. I believe he was in Logan Lucky. Carrie Fisher's been in all the Star Wars movies. Mark Hamill the same. But this tells you guys, you know, hey, look, there they are. You like them as actors. You can actually find them in other things. And this is your crew. So if you like crew members, you like the work that they do, you can find other movies they've been involved in. You can look for studios, releases from the different countries, when they were released, what genres these are in. You can even look at other people's reviews, keywords, artwork, fan art, all kinds of good stuff. So this, like I said, is just a great, I love extended info mod. It's amazing. But this is a great build, guys. I'm very happy with it. This is one that I would keep for a while just because it, you know, as you can see, it flows smoothly. I didn't go into every nook and cranny, but guys, I really think you should try this out. There's the #1 trending build this week, and obviously there's a reason why. So I can definitely tell why. 2 thumbs up on my end. And I believe that's it, guys. So again, don't forget to click on the link below and hit subscribe. Don't forget to become a member of the KODI Posse, guys. I'm glad to have you on board. But it is getting late, and I appreciate you watching the video. And until next time, you guys have a good night.